Hey guys, what's going on? I just noticed something interesting that's happening on the VChain chart, so I wanted to get this video out to you. Before I get into the details of what I'm seeing, I kind of want to give you a macro overview in case you haven't watched my previous VChain videos, just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So I'm currently on a weekly time frame. The ticker for this is VET, and as you can see, it's pretty clear we had a massive. Well, first of all, we had a massive bull market, right? The price went from under a penny, 0.001, all the way up to 26 cents. Huge for anybody that was in this. I have a really good friend that caught this bottom and then sold. He sold a little bit up here at around 18, but then he took most of his profits at 14 cents. So he did really well. Anyway, that just kind of goes to show, like, if you get into the right altcoins early in this game. So for example, like around this time, accumulation phase before the next big upswing, you can make life-changing gains, right? Anyway, so this is also pretty obvious here. We had a massive falling wedge that we recently broke out of. If you're going to trade VChain, I would recommend that you draw this horizontal level on your chart. This is the most significant level on the VChain chart. Okay, so as you can see, draw it on the weekly time frame and just take it like draw it at the peak of these two candle bodies. Just take a horizontal line, click it right there, and I'm going to kind of scroll over to my right here, and what you'll see is it was resistance right here, but it was also so when you have a strong level of resistance and the price breaks through it, more often than not, it's going to be a level of support. So that's what happened here. It held for about a month right here, came back up, and this level here, you see like the wicks would come down, but the candle bodies, buyers would come in Sunday evening and just defend the level. So candle bodies were closing above this horizontal level of support for about, a month here and about 2 months here. Broke down below it, and then when we got back above it, it was support once again for like another month. And you're seeing the same thing, like, buyers would step in and try to defend the level. This candle body closed a little bit below, but for the most part, this is the significant region. So since we have so much price history at this level, it's reasonable to expect that if the price comes up to it again, it's going to serve as a resistance, right? So long-term support becomes resistance. Now, speaking of resistance, what's interesting right now is if I take this down to the daily time frame, you'll see we have this downsloping level of resistance, this diagonal line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the sixth time the price has approached it. But this time, for the first time in about 6 months, the price is actually breaking above it. Okay. Very, very positive sign for VChain. And this coin has been very frustrating for me because, right here I did a video and I said, look, actually the first video I did, basically it was like right around here. And I said, look, we're coming to resistance and it's likely going to get smashed down. That's what happened. But in the process, we formed basically this bullish triangle formation here. But unfortunately, Bitcoin crashed and it took the altcoin market with it. So this broke down. And then ever since then, we've been struggling to get back above. But right now, for the first time in 6 months, we're breaking this line, okay? Very, very positive development in the price. And, we have, multiple resistances ahead. So the first one is obviously going to be right here. So just look at this. This was support level here. And then it was, well, actually going back, it was support all the way over here. Then here it was resistance. And then it was resistance again. And then support, and then resistance. So this is the next level right here. It's around 0.01895, roughly around there. Just take like a trend line and just draw it from the bottom here, and that'll be the resistance here. So support, resistance, likely going to be resistance again right here. So what I would like to see ideally is, I'll show you on a smaller time frame here. I think we're likely going to be in a range between this level of resistance and this level of support. So as you know, since we broke above this diagonal resistance line, we're going to look to this to hold as support now, okay? So I think the price could just range. This is my range now. If we come back up, maybe we sell off and come back to retest, or I wouldn't be mad if we just broke right through this. That'd also be pretty nice. But yeah, this is the range I'm expecting. If we break above this, the next level, the lower region of this bullish, what was considered to be bullish at the time, triangle, just extend that line out. So you see it was, support, 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 multiple touches on this. This line's still going to be in play. If the price comes up, maybe sellers are going to step in and try to short the market right here. I wouldn't personally. I would wait till we get to a more significant level overhead, being this level right here, this range where we had violent sell-offs every time the price came to it, and this long-term level of support and resistance right here, the one I just told you to mark out. So yeah, this is just the first really positive sign that I'm seeing on VeChain in a while. I like to break these, but these are the main two levels of resistance that I'm looking to. I wouldn't get too excited about this coin until these levels break, right? But that's not to say you can't take trades in the meantime. Like right now, we're getting good trade setups, right? This is the range between here. If it starts selling off here and coming back down, you can look for shorts and longs. But if this level breaks, the next level I'm going to target is going to be all the way up here. And that's going to be a pretty good risk reward opportunity if you want to take it. Again, not financial advice, of course. So another thing I want to show you is one thing that's making me think that we finally may start to turn around is just the price action on this. So I think this could potentially be a double bottom. You see it, but interestingly, this is the interesting part. So you see how we have this low, and then here we made the lower low, right? But if I look at the oscillators, what I'm seeing is this stochastic indicator. We had a low, and then we made a slightly higher low here. That's not that pronounced, but this one is on the RSI. So we had the low, then we had a higher low, right? So when you have that divergence in price, so you have a low, then a lower low on the price, then you have a low, then a higher low on the oscillator. It's called a bullish divergence. It basically gives you an early indicator that the trend might change, right? And these divergences are particularly strong in the higher time frame. So this being the weekly, I give a lot of significance to this this divergence, right? Okay, another thing I want to show you, now that I've kind of showed you the ranges and that we're currently breaking out of a 6-month long diagonal resistance level, I'm going to change the chart and I'm going to show you right here. So I really like this indicator. This is a stochastic, but it's a paid indicator. It's called the Ultimate Stochastic. I'll put a link to this in the pinned comment, the indicator set where I got this from. But actually, if you get this indicator set, this is an old version, this particular one. So you just have to basically go into Discord and just say you want the Ultimate Stochastic Indicator version 5, and they'll just give you a link to it. Okay, so you see basically when the price comes up to these overbought ranges, and then it kind of like turns over and then flips from green to red, the price will come down as well. Now don't get it twisted. Like, it's not that the price is following this indicator. It's the other way around. The price is doing its thing and this follows. But when this indicator reaches these, upper and lower regions, right? So-called oversold and overbought. Like the upper and lower regions, more often than not, like, traders are going to take note of that, and they might, especially when they see like this color flip and this kind of turnover, they might start selling, right? So yeah, this is, it's a lagging indicator, but it kind of like influences what traders are going to do, whether they're going to buy and sell. And right now, you see that we have this level, it's red in the lower region. It's starting to turn up, and we just flipped green. So this is ideally what I'd want to see. Like, I'm more likely to enter a long position on this break if this is, in this lower region turning up, than I would be if I was in this upper region and it's about to turn down, right? So this just gives me extra confluence, right? I wouldn't take trades based on this alone, but when this lines up with what I'm seeing in the price action, it's just, another good sign, right? It gives, more validity to my, if I'm going to take a long position here. So yeah, overall, VeChain looks really good to me. Pretty excited about this move up. I'm already holding VeChain, so whether or not I take a trade here, I'm not too sure. But I actually might take a trade. Go down to the smaller time. I like taking trades where I can have a very tight backstop. So, theoretically, let's just say if I enter a long position exactly where we are right now, and I place my stop loss, it would have to be below this line, like this previous level of resistance, and I would target this upper region right here. It gives me a risk reward ratio of 1 to 1.29, which is okay. It's not bad. Given like I have so much confluence lining up with this, that might be a trade I would take. Ideally, I would like to enter if the price came closer to this line, then I can have a tighter stop loss. But just based on kind of like the price action that's going on right now, this looks somewhat strong. But anyway, if you're not in VeChain, these might be setups that you want to consider. 6-month resistance is in the process of breaking. We have a long-term bullish divergence, potential double bottom on a chart. But yeah, just keep in mind that these resistances, like we're not in the clear here, guys. We have resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. And obviously, if I dial this back out to the daily time frame, this one as well. Now, of course, if we start closing daily and weekly candles above this horizontal line right here, then that'll be cause for higher expectations to the upside, right? But until then, yeah, that's the situation. Looks good, and I gave you the levels of resistance to watch out for. All right, guys, hopefully that helps. And if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release these videos, I'm going to try and do about 2 or 3 videos every single day. And when I see something like this happen, when I see, a breakout like this, I want to try and get the video out to you. But if you're not signed up to get the notifications, you're probably going to miss out on the call, right? So, or not the call, just the me pointing this out to you. So when you subscribe, you basically got to click the bell and then click on all, right? So that way you'll get all the notifications. Also, I'm going to put a link to the exchange that I'm using in both the pinned comment and the description. I really like this exchange. There's no KYC. It's a great, easy to use interface. They have a lot of cool trading features that make it a little bit easier. So for example, one of them is like when I have a stop loss and the price is going up, a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll just click and drag my stop loss up with the price. So if the price does turn around, I'll get stopped out, either break even or in slight profit, right? So I kind of like to protect my positions like that. But yeah, one thing, you may need to use a VPN to access the exchange depending on your location. So I put a promotional link to a VPN also in the pinned comment and the description. But yeah, anyway, hopefully that helps, and have a good day.